time that I'm down, I rise up. Every time. Every time that I'm down, I rise up. Every time they hate, go harder. Every time I fall, get smarter. Every time I get it. Every time I get it. Every time that I'm down, I rise up. Every time they hate, go harder. Every time I fall, get smarter. Every time I get it. Every time I get it. Whoa. Opposition can't touch me at all. I'm rising up every day and I never will fall. What you do, I see it all through a crystal ball. Swallow will, baby, go, go, never stall. Whoa, baby, and what you think about how I flow, baby? You can see me rising up every single day. Got the GPS navigation, yeah, I'm on the way. And I'ma say it like, every time that I'm down, I rise up. Every time they hate, go harder. Every time I fall, guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of WEF Strikeout of Season 5. And as announced just a few days ago on YouTube, across both WEF and RUW, starting tonight, there will be a series of tag matches to determine the #1 contender for the RUW. Alexander announced that they are no longer the RUW World Tag Team Championships. They are now known as the World Tag Team Championships. And that is why the tag matches will be across both shows. It's because the tag titles are now for both shows and can be competed across both shows. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to that later. Tonight, we kick off the show, with a clash of styles as the powerhouse known as the Madhouse Jackal battles Train Crusher. And here is the Madhouse Jackal. As I stated, an absolute powerhouse in both RUW and WEF. He is a former RUW.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Monster. From parts unknown, weighing in at 228 pounds, Jack.
As I was saying, a former RUW hardcore champion, the Madhouse Jackal. Now, a lot of people would look at a match between him and Trenton Crusher and easily think that the Madhouse Jackal has that one in the bag. Okay, the size difference, the clash of styles, the fact that Jackal is more the powerhouse type compared to Trenton Crusher. However, you cannot sleep on Trenton Crusher. And here is Trenton Crusher, former WEF Macho Man champion in real life. He was the final ever WEF. Sorry.
Weighing in at 183 pounds, Trevor Crusher.
Back to what I was saying, in real life, he was the last ever WEF Macho Man champion. The current Macho Man champion in this 2K E-Fed currently is the Demon. The Demon defeated Alexander Kelly in the main event of WEF season finale to win the WEF Macho Man Championship. But you have to ask yourself, does the winner of this match get one step closer to getting a shot at the Macho Man Championship. That is a big possibility, especially considering these two are both former Macho Man champions in their own right. Oh, it looks like Jackal was looking for a neck breaker of some sort, but Trenton Crusher now answering back, putting Jackal in the corner. And now Trenton, repeated kicks to the chest, just trying to knock the wind right out of the Madhouse Jackal and sending him down. But only able to get the count of one in the very early goings of this contest. And ladies and gentlemen, after this contest, we have 4 huge matches in store for you here tonight. Oh my God, Trenton Crusher just tried to break the nose of the Madhouse Jackal. And now look at this, applying the triangle choke. I can't speak today for whatever reason. But Jackal able to fight out of the submission hold. Now Jackal has Trenton up into the fireman's carry. What's he looking for here? Gorilla press. Oh! Sending him down. And Trenton might be in trouble here. Jackal now with a gut wrench power bomb. And there's that powerhouse style of the Madhouse Jackal coming out. Jackal going over to the corner. And we know exactly what he's looking for here. Jackal with the Claymore. And if you ask me, this one's over. It is not over. Never mind. Trenton Crusher still has some fight in him. But Jackal still bringing the fight to him. And now the action steps to the outside of the ring. Trenton Crusher heavy strikes on the Madhouse Jackal, but Jackal able to answer back and almost takes Trenton Crusher's head clean off. And now hooking up Trenton for a power bomb, and it connects. And now Jackal, oh, he's ascending up to the top rope. Calling for Trenton to make it back up to his feet. Jackal, oh no, just crashed and burned. Trenton moved out of the way at the last second. Man, what a way to kick off the first episode of WEF Strikeout of Season 5. Trenton has the Kimura lock applied, but Jackal able to escape. And Jackal now with a shoulder tackle. And look at this, the Madhouse is beating the hell out of Trenton Crusher. He sees Trenton as being less than him. Jackal stepping back inside the ring. And Trenton Crusher doing the same. But Jackal, heavy strikes. Trenton unable to answer back. But just as I say that, Trenton does answer back. Oh, Trenton, cover on Jackal. Oh, only the count of 1. Oh! Trenton, he's bringing the fight to the Madhouse here. This is what I mean. This is what I meant a little bit ago when I said don't sleep on Trenton Crusher. He's bringing the fight to the Madhouse. Oh, shot right to the face, but that barely staggered Jackal. Now Jackal has Trenton Crusher hooked. There's the shot treatment. And Jackal looking for yet another Claymore kick. Will he connect it? Yes, he does. And that's a victory for the Madhouse. That match was short, but it was sweet. And what a beautiful way to kick off WEF Strikeout. The first Strikeout episode of Season 5. This was the first Claymore kick that Jackal connected in this contest. I thought it was over the second he connected it, but Trenton was able to get that shoulder up at the count of 2. So Jackal continued to bring the fight to Trenton. There he is connecting that shot treatment. But immediately following that came the second and final Claymore kick that kept Trenton Crusher down for the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner,
Jackal securing a victory. And as I stated when this match started, you have to ask yourself if that brings him one step closer to getting another shot at the WEF Macho Man Championship. We know the Demon is watching this match closely. And maybe in the very near future, he will defend that championship against this man, the Madhouse Jackal. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the Demon, coming up next is a tag team match to see who will move on to become the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championships, currently being held by the Demon and Ashface. So ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Coming up next, the team of Small Afro and Brent Oakley representing Vibe. They will go up against Eric Rowan and Joe Gacy representing the Twisted Nation. Whoever wins this match will next week face a team. Because on Decimation this week on Saturday on YouTube, there will be a tag team match. Who's competing? That is to be decided. But Alexander Kelly will decide who the two teams are. And whoever wins will face the winners of this match next week. The ladies and gentlemen, tag team match about to begin. You do not want to miss this. And here is Brent Oakley.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, Brent Oakley.
This is Brent Oakley representing Vibe. He calls himself the captain. He is a former Pro Wrestling Revolver two-time tag team champion. So he's already built a career for himself in real life and in the E-Fed. He has yet to win some championship gold, but who knows? Maybe if he and Small Afro are able to secure a victory in this match, maybe he will win some championship gold in the form of the World Tag Team Championships in the near future.
And his partner, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 322 pounds, Jerome Walker.
This is Small Afro, the final chief, Jaron Walker, the tag team partner of Brent Oakley, also representing Vibe. This is Vibe's first appearance of Season 5. This is also the Twisted Nation's first appearance of Season 5. being accompanied to the ring by Dexter Loomis, we have the monstrous Eric Rowan and Joe Gacy, all three of these men representing the Twisted Nation. The Twisted Nation ready for some tag team action as they battle 2/4 of 5. Tag team action about to begin. There's the bell. Brent Oakley starting things off with the monstrous Eric Rowan, who immediately takes him down with a forearm right to the chest. And now Eric about to squash the captain, Brent Oakley. Brent's in some serious trouble, and this match just started. Eric Rowan is wearing him down. He is bringing the fight, and Eric Rowan looked like he had his sights set on Small Afro, but he's stepping back inside the ring. Has a hold of Brent yet again. Oh, shot to the bridge of the nose, and that is a fist you do not want to have hit your nose. Eric on the top rope. We don't usually see this out of the big man. Elbow right to the top of the head into the cover, but only able to get a count of 1. You know, Brent has faced a lot of tough opponents in his career, but I don't think he's ever faced anyone quite like Eric Rowan. Eric with a pump handle slam. And now Eric making the tag out to Joe Gacy as Brent crawls over and makes the much needed tag to Small Afro. But now Joe Gacy, look at the strength into the powerbomb. And now it's Gacy wrenching away at the head and neck of Jaron Walker. Look at this, just stomping away at that right hand. Very wise strategy by Joe Gacy. He's just wearing down Small Afro as much as he can here. And now Gacy sending Small Afro into the corner. Making the tag out to Eric Rowan. Oh! 3D! Jaron makes the tag out to Brent Oakley. Oh, was looking for the rear view. What the hell is going on in this tag team match? Cover by Brent. Only the count of 1. What the fuck is going on in this tag team match? Oh, Brent was looking for something, but Eric countered and connecting the DDT. What the fuck? He crashed and burned, but he fucking tried it. What is happening in this tag team match? There's a back body drop into the cover. Only the count of 1 for Eric Rowan. Oh, Brent able to get the counter. And now Brent Oakley looking for a fireman's carry. Not a wise strategy to do that on Eric Rowan. Eric looking for a 4 Nelson slam or something. Brent able to get the counter back and forth between these two. Oh, Brent Gut wrench power bomb into the cover, but here comes Joe Gacy to break it up at the count of 1. Brent certainly not going to be happy about that, but he's looking to put this tag team match away. Brent Oakley, look at this. Face down, ass up. That's what he calls that move. And just like that, it's a wrap. Short but sweet. This tag team match was all over the place, honestly. Look at this beautiful 3D pulled out by the Twisted Nation. Brent Oakley, he was getting his ass handed to him at first, but then he was able to answer back, utilizing his strength to connect the gut wrench power bomb. But not only that, but look at this. Brent, knee right to the midsection, face down, ass up, connecting into the cover, and Vibe secure the victory.
Here are your winners, Brent Oakley and Jerome Walker.
Vibe secure the victory. They will move on and face a team from RUW next week. But ladies and gentlemen, still not done with the action for tonight's show. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have a triple threat #1 contenders match. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, what title will the winner of this match be going after? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match will have their sights set on the WEF Hardcore Championship. That is right. This is another match that the Demon will be watching very closely. The Demon, you know, obviously being the current WEF Hardcore Champion. So whoever wins will face him at the next WEF PLE. Whether it's Alexander Kelly, the Demon Judas, or John Moxley, they will face the Demon at the next WEF PLE. And we know Alexander Kelly is craving to win this match. Alexander Kelly, as I stated, craving to win this match. He wants another championship around his waist so damn bad. And we already know the history that he has with the Demon anyway. It just seems like they're destined to fight forever. And I think that that will be solidified if Alexander Kelly is able to pull out the victory in this match. But he is in the ring with two other opponents. The Demon Judas and John Moxley. John Moxley being the former tag team partner of Alexander Kelly until Alexander turned his back on him at RUW season finale 4 and aligned himself with the nemesis James Taylor. And here comes Judas, former WEF Intercontinental Champion. And we know he is not happy about the outcome of our previous contest.
And his opponents, first, representing the nation from the pits of hell, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Demon Judas!
Judas making his way down to the ring. We know how tough he can be. We know how tough he is. Just go back and watch the battles that he has had with King Vampire in RUW. He is also a former RUW United States champion, winning that title from King Vampire. But right now, he currently holds no championships, and he looks to change that. Will Judas get his shot at the WEF Hardcore Championship? Ladies and gentlemen, triple threat match about to be underway in just a few moments.
Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, John Moxley.
As I stated, the former partner of Alexander Kelly until Alexander turned his back on him at RUW Season Finale 4 and aligned himself with the nemesis James Taylor. Now all the Switchblade conspiracy is John Moxley and Max Davidson. And both Max Davidson and John Moxley have been, in Alexander Kelly's words, demoted to WEF. Their last Decimation appearance, they were involved in the King of the Ring tournament. But Alexander Kelly added stipulations to both of their matches. If they lose, they will be fired from RUW and demoted to WEF. Well, they both ended up losing their matches, so they have been fired from RUW and must compete in WEF. But now Alexander, look at this, sideways leg sweep on his former tag team partner. But now Judas bringing the fight, has Kelly up, displaying his strength. Oh, there's a kick right to the side of the face. And now look at this. No surprise that John would target Alexander Kelly. Now Judas has John Moxley hooked. Oh, there's a glam slam. Alexander Kelly searching under the ring for something. Oh, Judas shot to the face. Alexander has a hold of a damn kendo stick. Oh, shot to the face of Judas. Now Alexander beating the hell out of both of these competitors. And now all three of these men on the outside. John Moxley, though, kick to the midsection of Alexander Kelly, has him up in position for a powerbomb. Oh my God! Powerbomb spine first on the barricade. That barricade is made of steel. That is steel underneath that cloth. How is Kelly still standing? Oh, Judas with the kendo stick, beating the hell out of both of them, and now breaking the kendo stick over the body of John Moxley. Judas has Alexander up into the fireman's carry and face first off the ring apron. John Moxley exits the ring once again. Oh, but he got caught. Alexander Kelly, no! Package pile driver. Now Alexander, again searching for a weapon, has a hold of a damn sledgehammer, but Judas was able to stop him. Elevated flatliner. What a triple threat match we're witnessing so far. And Judas again gonna talk smack to John Moxley. Shot right to the face. Look at this. He's talking shit. But his main problem is he's underestimating John Moxley. Now Alexander sends Judas into the steps. Now Alexander talking shit to Mox. Alexander stepping back inside the ring. John Moxley has a hold of the damn sledgehammer. Oh, Judas! With the Judas effect! into the cover. Alexander, though, breaking it up before the count of 1. Now Alexander, look at this. Oh! Blunt force trauma. Oh no, Kelly almost became #1 contender. Alexander busting out his new finishing move, the blunt force trauma. He just got sent right over the top rope. Judas with another Judas effect onto Jon Moxley. Judas is about to fucking do it. And he does. What a triple threat match. All 3 of these men brought the fight, but it was ultimately Judas who secured the W. Jon Moxley got caught into the package pile driver by Alexander Kelly. Now look at this. This was the first Judas effect connected by the Demon Judas. And now Alexander, look at this. Blunt force trauma onto Judas. I thought for sure that would do it. But what did it was Alexander getting dumped to the outside, and then Judas, for the second time, connecting the Judas effect onto Jon Moxley. And that secured the victory. Judas is #1 contender for Demon's Hardcore Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 matches in the book. 2 more left to go. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have yet another tag team contest as the monster duo of Howard the Alien and Grizzly battle the Vampire Brothers, King Vampire and Lucy. Ladies and gentlemen, who will move on? It's not really a tournament. It's hard to describe. It's a lot like a tournament, but it's not a tournament. It's basically like whoever wins the series of tag matches moves on to face another team, and then the winners clash, and whoever wins becomes #1 contenders. That's basically what this is. It's like a tournament, but not really, if that makes sense. But yeah, earlier we saw Vibe advance. Who will advance in this tag team contest? Will it be the monster duo of Grizzly and Howard the Alien? Or will it be the team of Lucy and King Vampire? Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to find out. And here they are, Howard the Alien and the Hillbilly Beast Grizzly. Both of these men former.
The following contest is a tag team match set for 1 fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 456 pounds, Luke and Howard, the Monsters.
Both of these men together as a unit, former WEF Tag Team Championships. Those championships have since been retired. However, Howard the Alien, the current WEF Intercontinental Champion. Grizzly, also a former WEF United States Champion. So these two, both individually and together, have some accolades. And here comes Demon. I'm sorry, not Demon. Here comes Lucy and King Vampire.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 453 pounds, the United States Champions, King Van Diver, and a demon, Louis C. The Brotherhood.
Now, King Vampire has a United States Championship match coming up at the next RUW PLE, as he will be defending that championship against none other than Aleister Black. Aleister Black defeated him on the most recent episode of RUW Decimation. So he will get a title shot at the next RUW PLE. King Vampire, if you ask me, he's been on a roll recently, winning that United States Championship. Oh my God! Holy shit, dude! Chill. Anyway, as I was saying before, King Vampire knocked Grizzly's block the fuck off. If you ask me, King Vampire's been on a roll recently. You know, he won that RUW United States Championship at season finale 4, defeating Jon Moxley. He defeated Jon Moxley. If that doesn't say something about King Vampire, I don't know what the fuck does. But after winning that U.S. title, you know, he's being put in tag team matches. He's been the victor, you know. He's on a roll recently. Even though he didn't win the match against Aleister Black, he is defending that United States Championship against a man like Aleister Black at the next RUW PLE. King Vampire's doing things. And props to him. And now he's bringing the fight to Howard the Alien in this tag team contest. Now King Vampire delivering a beautiful neck breaker. King Vampire, what an athlete, am I right? He is so athletic, he knows what he's doing. Now look at this, springboard knee right to the face of Howard the Alien into the cover. Only the count of 1 for King Vampire. And now Howard the Alien unable to catch a break as King Vampire delivers a standing Spanish fly. And back to what I was saying, what an athlete King Vampire is. Now Grizzly and Lucy, the legal men for their teams. Now here's the interesting fact. Lucy, as we all know, a man formerly known as Drake Danger, okay? While he was Drake Danger, he was a former WEF United States champion. So both he and Grizzly are former WEF United States champions. That was in season 2, by the way, that Drake Danger was WEF United States champion. And now Grizzly, gorilla pressing Lucy over his head and back down to the canvas. Lucy not able to catch a break here from the offense of Grizzly. Lucy rolling out, trying to catch a breather. Grizzly just tagged in Howard. And now Lucy stepping back inside the ring. And what a headbutt! And now Lucy bringing the fight to Howard the Alien, delivering the sidewalk slam. Now look at this, Lucy raining down headbutts to Howard the Alien. Now it's Howard, unable to answer back against Lucy. But he's able to pop that shoulder up before the count of 1. But Lucy again with these heavy strikes, showcasing his strength. Samoan drop. And now Lucy tagging back out to King Vampire. Now King Vampire, Locking in Anaconda Vice, but Howard had his foot under the ropes. Thankfully, the official noticed it. And now, Trouble in Paradise. Into the cover, but here comes Grizzly to break it up before the count of 1. Starship Pain being delivered by King Vampire. Is that going to do it? It does. This is exactly what I mean when I say King Vampire has been on an absolute roll recently. He has been winning a lot. He has been showcasing his athleticism. This is why King Vampire needs to be taken much more seriously in this business. Both teams brought the fight, but it was ultimately the Vampire Brothers who secured the victory. That Starship Pain is what put Howard the Alien away for the 1, 2, and 3.
Here are your winners, King Van and a Demon, Louis C. The Brotherhood.
King Vampire and Lucy secure the victory. But the question is, who will they face next? We will find out soon enough, but ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is main event time, and we have a treat being brought to you by both GMs, Alexander Kelly and Max Davidson. So you do not want to miss our main event. On the very first episode of RUW Decimation of Season 5, we saw Priscilla Kelly face Stephanie Vaquer, and Priscilla Kelly pulled out the victory. Now, a lot of people would call that an upset win. A lot of people would say that that win was unexpected. So, Alexander Kelly and Max Davidson, they listened to the fans and they are cooking us up a treat. Non-title match in the main event of WEF Strikeout as Rhea Ripley battles Priscilla Kelly. Rhea Ripley, the current RUW Women's World Champion. The #1 contender for that title is Kylie Paxley, but this is a non-title match. And if Priscilla Kelly is once again able to pull out the upset victory, that'll certainly put her in contention for the RUW Women's World Championship at some point in the future. But as I stated, non-title match in the main event. Priscilla Kelly versus Rhea Ripley. The RUW Women's World Championship got a new title design, and Rhea Ripley is looking absolutely fantastic. She battles Priscilla Kelly in our main event of the first episode of WEF Strikeout of Season 5. Man, just look at Rhea Ripley. The aura from this woman, as they say.
Georgia, Precious Kelly.
Here's Priscilla Kelly, as I mentioned on the first episode of RUW Decimation of Season 5. She pulled out what many people would call an upset victory over Stephanie Baker. So Alexander Kelly and Max Davidson, even though they hate each other, they decided to put Priscilla Kelly up against the RUW Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley, in a non-title match in the main event to try to see if Priscilla Kelly can hold her own in this contest. Priscilla Kelly versus Rhea Ripley, and Priscilla immediately out of the gates with a kick to the face and a forearm to the face. Kick and a forearm to the face of Rhea Ripley, and she's bringing the fight. Maybe she is able to hold her own. Oh, Priscilla fired up, calling for Rhea to make it back up to her feet. Priscilla Kelly has a hold of her here, up against the ropes. Oh, but Priscilla gets dumped to the outside, and that could be the turning point for this contest. Rhea Ripley feeding off the energy from this crowd. And now bringing the fight to Priscilla Kelly. Half and half suplex. And just like that, Rhea Ripley appears to have turned the tides of this non-title match. She is picking apart Priscilla Kelly. Priscilla had it for a moment. She had it for just a moment. But now Rhea Ripley bringing the fight right back to Priscilla Kelly, raining down headbutts. And now Priscilla having to pull herself up in the corner, trying to catch a breather. But now Rhea Ripley, oh my God, haluva kick. Rhea now on the middle rope, calling for Priscilla Kelly to make it back up to her feet. Rhea with a double axe handle, simple but effective. And now a stomp to the left arm, and Rhea Ripley, ladies and gentlemen, is looking to fly here. There's a frog splash into the cover. Will that do it? Ladies and gentlemen, damn. Well, that was a short main event. Rhea Ripley made light work out of Priscilla Kelly. And when I mean light work, I mean fucking.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
She treated her like a fucking feather, is what I mean by light work. Like, that was light work. Like, damn. Don't fuck with Rhea Ripley, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll just about do it for the first ever episode of WEF Strikeout of Season 5. Thank you for tuning in if you did. And we will catch y'all Friday for another episode of the RUW Fight Club, where we crowned the first ever RUW Fight Club champion. We will catch y'all then. Deuces.
When did you leave hell, baby girl? I can't get over the taste of your blood. What's wrong with me, baby girl? Can't you see my heart isn't bleeding the right blood?